Final six. Y'all made it here. Long ass time. I don't even remember the start date, but I know we've been in this bitch just under 2 months. 2 months coming like next week. It has been a long game. Adam, congratulations on your second immunity challenge win in a row.
You. Who knew?
As if, yeah, I know. Who knew you were going to go on immunity streak towards the end of the season?
I don't believe it. So I just always think I'm being thanked. So.
Well, you better believe it, because one thing's for certain. You're not going anywhere tonight. What happened?
Beat my old placement.
You sure did. All right, so you don't have anything to worry about. You don't have the vulnerability. You don't have the paranoia running through the minds of the other 5 people next to you. So I'm not going to ask you like how you're feeling tonight. What are you basing your vote on? With these immunity wins under your belt, do you think that this is going to add to your resume if you do make it to the end?
I hope so. I mean, typically when I am in a jury, I don't usually base it necessarily on how many people can complete a side puzzle or do a memory challenge or play Guess Who. But I mean, I hope so. I think it would be beneficial for me, and I hope that it would be recognized. But I mean, if it's not, I can understand, because I mean, there's a lot of more elements to the game than just, winning Guess Who.
So this jury has been popping. It's been a super official ever since the last comeback. Ever since Abby got back into the game and everybody at the edge went to the jury. The jury each day, like there was a random fucking jury call for X amount of hours today. Like, don't ask me what the hell they were doing, what they were talking about. But does that play on your mind with every action you take now at this end game? Like I said earlier, we've been playing this game for 2 months. We're at the phase now where, jury perception is everything. Does this weigh on your daily decisions here at the home stretch?
Absolutely, especially after last tribal council, I think it definitely does. And I had to take some time and reflect after a few days ago and think about things. And I'm a very sensitive person and I care about people a lot. But unfortunately, this is not a game where you are able to keep all of your friendships and maintain them. And it's literally just how it is. And I can see Drew smiling in the background. But
so are you talking about last tribal council after Drew's torch was snuffed and the words that were exchanged before he was off to the jury?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And when you mean by like you can't keep all your friendships, do you mean like you might have severed one in the name of the game when it comes to Drew?
I think that's kind of been my biggest problem at this point of the game is I was able to maintain a lot of relationships throughout this, first, second stretch of the game. And now we're at the point where I cannot keep every single friendship.
How do you determine at the final 5, final 4, final 6, final 3, which friendships to sever and which friendships are going to make it the whole way? How do you determine that?
I have been getting a lot of intel from enough people, and I know that Drew was a part of a group that wanted to split votes between me and Carlos at one point, and once again he's shaking his head, but it's true. And so I mean I have to keep that in play, and I have to think about
past actions determine which friendships can make it the distance.
Yeah, and for sure. And you also have to think about who do you want to sit with at the end. And from what we've gathered from the people that have come back into the game, it's probably just going to be a toss-up, because it seems like everyone's hated a little bit in some way, shape, or form.
Do you believe that at this game it's a toss-up with the final 6 players, that none of y'all are differentiated in the eyes of the jury?
I think it is going to depend on who has been the most hurt going into the edge and the jury.
Odd. Do you believe or agree with that statement that here at the final 6, it's a toss-up? in terms of what the jury perceives about each of you.
It could be, but like the game has been, there's so many interconnections and relationships. You don't really know who's going to vote for who. I mean, you could have some idea, but you really don't know. And you don't know if they're going to base it on like trust in the game or how you played the game or bitterness. You don't really know.
When you're a juror, what do you base your vote on?
Sometimes I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I get revenge because I kind of like revenge, but sometimes I would like to award the winner.
All right, so you know yourself pretty well. You've been to a lot of these tribal councils. Whether you had a hand in voting some of these people out, can you think like, let's look at Alex for example. You know Alex, you've played with Alex, you see her at tribal council. What do you think Alex is going to base her vote on as a juror? In your opinion.
I don't know. I maybe who made the biggest moves, but also maybe someone that didn't go after her. I'm not really sure. It's a tough call. It's like that's what the jury speeches and the questions are for at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How are you feeling vulnerable now? Final 6 tribal council. You're not wearing immunity. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I always feel vulnerable, but yeah, I'm not gonna say I feel great, but hopefully I'm okay.
Since it's so late in the game, are you thinking in your mind, if you were in the final 3, who you want to sit next to?
Yes. Yeah.
Then that
mostly final 4. Yeah. But
and that will play into what you think is or what you're gonna do tonight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is anybody worried if Odd is basing his vote tonight on, the final 4 and looking in the future that you may not be included in his ideal final 4 because, if you never spoken about it with him, then I could assume you're not in his final 4. Is anybody worried? So everybody's in Odd's final 4. All right. Either y'all are really good. Either y'all are really good at math, or one of you are in over your head at this point. Enid.
Sandy.
So close at immunity. So close. When I went to go see, I heard Adam's buzz, so that made me go and look at the buzz, but I saw your buzz at the same time. How does it feel knowing that, if you just followed your... I should have just
went with my intuition. Like, I should have just rolled. Like, from the beginning, I should have just been like, all right, let me just do this. Like, I should have taken the risk.
Mm-hmm. You, as somebody who's stated in past tribal councils, you're playing with your gut and that feeling inside. Why question it in a challenge? You just...
It was too many choices, Sandy. Like, but I felt like that was the right one. But I'm like, yo, let me see. I'm like, no. Hold on, wait. Yeah, no. Oh, it sucks, but hey, it is what it is.
Now, sort of same question for you as Odd. This is late point in the game. Are you starting to imagine and determine and maneuver your ideal final tribal council spot, like who you want to be sitting next to?
Yeah. I think I can. Like, I think, because with this game, like I said, like I always say, you just never know. So do I see my final 4, final 3? Yeah. But let's see how things go. Oh,
I know. I definitely know. How are you feeling? You feeling vulnerable? I mean, I know there's there's always that little feeling of vulnerability. So if you went tonight, would you be completely blindsided? Would it be a blindside, or would you have seen it coming?
I'll probably be blindsided.
Blindsided. So In terms of feeling vulnerable and feeling comfortable, which one's outweighing the other?
You see, Stanley, that's a hard question because look, like I feel like I've been in this game long enough to know I've had to make choices. I've had to make hard choices. And I know I've made some choices where, there's certain people that I really didn't get to talk to too much. So it's kind of understandable that I made my choices because of that. And there's other people who I did talk to that it hurts me to have made the choices that I did. But now, like, I don't know.
Does the game, this might be an obvious question, but does the game get more difficult the longer you're in it? You get to know these people and then the less numbers there are?
It does, because sometimes you feel like, you try to be loyal to certain people. Like there's certain people who I kind of backstab to stay loyal to other people because, obviously I was working with them from Rocky. I see you. To stay loyal to these people because I was working with them like for a while, and then I feel like I get slapped in the face, So when they don't trust me, so if you don't trust me, I can't trust you. And the longer you're in this game, you really get to see like, wow, I thought that you trusted me, but now I see you don't fucking trust me. So are you with me or are you not with me? Whatever. This game is crazy.
Does it play into your strategy as well? What these people around you who you either had a hand or no hand in voting out, but they're out of the game, what they're thinking? Does that play into your daily operations in this game? We're wondering, like, it might not be taking over your everyday thoughts, but do you think, like, damn, I wonder what so-and-so is thinking about how I'm doing out here?
Yeah, like, I have a lot of like regrets. There's a lot of people that I wish that I was still like that were still in the game that I wish I would have made it this far with, So it does. I do think about stuff like that. I'm like, oh crap. Do they hate me? Do they feel like, I don't know. I don't know.
Good luck in the vote you need. Abby. When I asked about odds final four, if everybody was in odds final four, like you were like shaking your head. Listen,
we all went to the Sandy School of Math. Okay, so clearly we can all fit there, but let's be realistic. Like, there's no chance in hell that I'm in it. There's no chance in hell that I'm in finals. Hold on, I think I might need this. All right, so
was that tape?
No, it's my Band-Aid. I finally got to use it.
Yeah.
But I mean, let's be real. Like,
it took a second to register, but that was so funny.
Yeah. So, I mean, I talked about it the last try, but I'm going to say it again. Like, if I was on the other side, I'm not letting me pass Final Five, Like, it's just too much of a risk, especially tomorrow night when we know that there's, 2 back-to-back. Like, it's not, it's risky. I mean, so it is what it is. I've done what I could, which is a whole lot of nothing. I've done a lot of sitting around and smiling and kind of holding my hands up so people know I'm not up to anything.
If you think that there's no shot in you getting past the Final Five, it's too risky. Why aren't you loading your guns, blowing all these people to shreds before you go out? Why are you so quiet and reserved? If there's nothing to lose, why are you not pulling all of the Nexus Kane artillery out that shed?
And that solves what? We've tried that. It didn't work.
It doesn't solve anything, but it makes for a good finale, or at least start of the finale. If you're gone tonight, you don't want to leave in like a blaze of glory instead of your last iSurv1vor episode to be, with some fireworks?
Yeah. With age comes wisdom. So sometimes less is more. It's that simple. I've done what I could do. I've had the conversations that I could have. So now, if I can't be there, it's making sure that the people I want there are going to be there.
In your opinion, what is the right move tonight? If it's obviously not you, you're not the right move. You're here. What is the right move tonight?
Setting up your final four. Simple as that.
What are you basing your vote on tonight? I actually would like to know that from you.
What gets the person that I want to see win the game in the best position?
So you think you're completely out of the running tonight? You're playing for somebody else.
Pretty much, yeah.
Do you think that all the other edgers are smacking their heads at that strategy?
I mean, if they are or they're not, that's really not my concern. I've never played a game for somebody else, and I'm not about to start now, so.
Got it. Good luck in the vote tonight, Abby. Derby.
Hey,
Hey, how are you?
good?
You seem kind of smiley tonight. What's going on?
No, I'm not. I've dealt with a lot outside of the game this week.
You seem
Yeah.
kind of you answered kind of smiley instead of nervous as always. So
No, I have no clue what the hell's going on.
why not?
I'm pretty sure it's me. Getting ghosted sucks.
So everybody isn't ghosting you today?
Yeah, I mean,
Do you think it's because they just don't need to talk to you?
I really feel disposable, and yeah.
What do you think has happened in the recent future that could make you? And do you think you set yourself up in a disposable position? Like, why do you feel disposable right now?
I have felt like I was either 5th or 6th for quite some time.
If you felt you were 5th or 6th for quite some time when there was 9 or 10 or 8 people in the game, why didn't you switch it up to make yourself feel more comfortable or not 5th or 6th?
Because I wanted to believe what I was hearing, and it's clearly not true.
All right, so you were wishing or hoping on a prayer, even though part of you felt like you were at the bottom, and now that the future is here and has become the present, you are now seeing that feeling at the pit of your stomach is actually reality.
Yeah.
And this is because nobody's talking to you and you just feel disposable.
Yeah.
So if you're at the bottom, who's at the top?
I would definitely say Carlos and Adam.
Why?
I mean, they've had power. They are running shit.
So you think that they have a lot of sway and power dictating what happens tonight?
Yes.
Does anybody else agree with that? Does anybody disagree with Derby?
I disagree with Derby because I'm gonna make my choice for myself. So she can that Carl's got the power all she wants and Adam got the power, but we're all gonna make the decisions that we want to make for ourselves. I don't know about you, but like I said, I'm gonna vote for who I want to vote for because it's my choice. If Carlos don't want to vote that way, he don't have to. If Adam don't want to vote that way, he don't have to. But ain't anybody telling me what to do. That's all I got.
Carlos, you had something to say too?
Yeah, I like to say that is another misconception. Like for the last 2 rounds, I've been very just quiet and stuff, and I guess I could explain why. Like this is around the time where I used to go in games, so like I haven't played Skype games in a while. I've been used to playing Alias games, so it's a lot less emotionally involved. So I've been these last couple of rounds has been since I played my idol, my anxiety has been off the roof. Last tribal council, I was just trying to be I was so whatever, tell me how to vote. The vote changed at tribal council itself. I was just really concerned because I was someone's gonna blow this up. Someone's gonna tell Drew something. Someone's Drew's gonna put all his votes on me. So that wasn't my idea. This tribal council, I haven't barely talked to people, and I basically was who does everybody want to vote? Just tell me a name. So I'm not the one going around telling people how to vote. I only control my vote, and that is my the reality of things. I'm as nervous as everybody else here because I feel very vulnerable tonight, and every other tribe council.
Why do you think it's Derby's like that's your reality? That's what you're saying from your perspective. Why do you think from Derby's perspective it's you and Adam or you?
I think it's just the perception that had been painted early in the merge. Like early in the merge is all been talking about how like Adam and Carlos are running things. Adam and Carlos are in the best spot. Adam and Carlos this. So like that perception stays with people. Even though the dynamic does change and like other people, like numbers is what matters here. If you think about it, Adam and Carlos are just 2 numbers. So there's 4 other people that make a majority. So
yeah, but 4 make a majority. But with Adam and Carlos is a story. With Adam and if you're saying, you know, at the merge, people have been calling you out. The merge was many, many rounds ago. Adam and Carlos are still here at the final 6. Mm-hmm. A couple of tribal councils ago, Carlos used an idol on Adam.
Yeah.
How do you combat that? How do you combat that perception? Or you don't, or is it something you don't have to combat and it's working in your favor?
Well, there's 2 things. First of all, like the reason I played the idol was because I wasn't confident in the numbers that I had. So clearly, like that shows a sign of like I wasn't sure, because if I was sure that the numbers were not there for Adam to go home, there was no way I would have played an idol on Adam, you know. So have Adam and I had a relationship in this game? Yes, everybody knows, but everybody has a relationship with everybody left in the game. So it's not like, you know, me telling anybody what to do. Like I have a relationship with Enid. I have a relationship with Derby. I have a relationship with, I mean, Abby doesn't talk to me, but that's a relationship. I have a relationship with Odd as well. But like, I don't go to these people and be like, hey guys, we're voting this person for tonight. It's a discussion. Like they put what they want to do. Sometimes I have to cave in. Drew wasn't my ideal vote last round and I caved in. Like this round, my ideal vote might not go home. I might go home myself. So it's not, it's like there's people posting like, oh, Carlos runs the games. Like you guys are going to let Carlos win. It's like, I feel like, you know, when you put a cake in front of a fat kid and tell him like, don't eat it, that I feel like I'm the cake. So I don't feel very safe at all.
And everybody else is a fat kid?
In this scenario, yes.
So tonight you're feeling vulnerable?
Very vulnerable, yes.
What are you basing your vote on?
I'm gonna base my vote on I think what's smartest today, in terms of like giving myself and I think everybody else a better chance of winning this game.
All right, guys, that time in Tribal Council where I'm gonna leave the floor to you guys. Anybody has anything that they heard tonight that they want to clear up, mention, you know, straighten out for the jury? The floor is yours. Okay. It's time to vote. The votes are locked and tallied. The decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave Tribal Council area immediately. This is the last round that any power can be used. Immunity idol, extra votes, vote block, idol, all that stuff. So if you're in possession of anything, now is your time to play it. I'll read the votes. First vote. Derby. Second vote. Abby. It's 1 vote Derby, 1 vote Abby. Derby. It's 2 votes Derby. Abby. It's 2 votes Derby, 2 votes for Abby. Abby. Last vote. 17th person voted out of iSurvivor, Oak Creek Canyon. Abby. 4 votes, his majority tonight. For the second time. Bring me your torch, big man. Tribe has spoken. Abby, can't be mad. It's your best placement in iSurvivor. You want to come back that you didn't. I know you didn't expect to win. You didn't intend to win. Once you realized you could win, I knew you were gonna win. You can unmute. Say your goodbyes if you have any. Of course.
No, I'm good. I mean, I'm just finishing up what I started. You know.
All right. Abby's gone. 5 remain. How's it feel, guys? Final 5. You guys can unmute. You guys could talk. You guys could celebrate.
I was relieved.
Relieved? How you feeling, Derby? You thought you were gone. You're not. You're here. Enid, how's it feel? Top 5.
Same thing. Oh
Good.
man.
Odd, how you feeling?
Okay.
Good. Adam?
I'm still alive.
Still alive. Guys, top 5. Tomorrow is a big night. 8:45 p.m. Eastern. We will start with an immunity challenge. Top 5 will become 4. We will then move on to the final 4 challenge where 4 will become 3. By the end of tomorrow night, we will have our 3 finalists of iSurvivor 33. See you then.
I'm exhausted.
It's been an exhausting game. So just stay awake for another couple days. Saturday, we will have a winner. See y'all later.